The shot. I'm gonna set up the shot. Hold on. Pickle Rick is not giving it for us.
Get out!
Hey, we're filming in here. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, is it going?
I'm slating.
Oh shit.
Take 7, action.
This week we watched
Nosferatu.
Evil Dead, and House LLC, The Thing and the Descent, Love Witch, and Teton. 20 games, and
We set up the Bone Woman and A Girl Who Walks Alone at Night. Did I say that right?
A girl who walks home alone at night.
That's correct.
And now it is time for the Killer Reels. Our finale, last video. Sad. I cannot believe how fast this class has gone by, but at the same time, it feels like it was a million years ago that I filmed this video.
Ryan's not here, Mrs. Torrance. Ryan can't wake up, Mrs. Torrance.
God, who is that guy? No, but it does feel weird watching that video because I remember being really scared to do these because I don't like talking to cameras. I just don't like talking to myself in general. And I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my God, my neighbors are gonna hear me and they're gonna think I'm crazy. And so I was quite literally whispering throughout a lot of the first videos, which is strange. Yeah, but I love my first video. I loved the insights I had, and gosh, on The Thing and the Descent, that feels like so long ago. Oh my God. I watched The Thing with 2 friends I no longer have, so that's a fun fact. And yeah, I still stick by the fact that I'm Danny Torrance at heart, with the sweaters to prove it. I think Egger's goal when remaking this movie was to suggest that we all have both good and evil within us, and it's the circumstances around us that influence which we act on. He cooked! With Nosferatu, I had a lot of fun finding clips and doing all the editing and video essay style kind of format that I had seen other people doing in class, but I realized it was a lot of work and I didn't really do much of it later on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that review because I kind of dogged on Ellen's character in the original Nosferatu. I think it was because I fell asleep and I think I might have missed something. Or maybe it was just my personal interpretation of the character. I was talking very confidently though, which I should not have been, because I was sleepy-eepy that day and a silent movie was not the move. He was feeling goofy, he was feeling silly. I think that was probably the most fun I had doing one of these. I had a lot of fun doing that one. I didn't really say much of substance during the actual, like, analysis part. I guess what I didn't get to say was that I had a lot of fun watching those because, I mean, I've been hearing about them for so long as a horror movie fan, and I don't know why I hadn't watched them yet, but I'm glad I got to watch them in that setting. I mean, watching the second one alone was already, like, I kind of shot myself in the foot because I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it as much. But like watching the first one with the whole class was so much fun. And yeah, I still love Ash. I am honored to have received this award. But for some reason I didn't feel that with Funny Games, and that's why I've been reflecting on it because I don't know why. In the moment I genuinely hated this movie, but it also made me even more frustrated because I knew that it was doing exactly what it wanted to do.
So you were relating to the horror in a way that didn't just feel, oh, I'm seeing it, you're feeling it, yeah?
Well, yes. And well, yes. I felt visceral during that movie.
I really like my Funny Games video just because I think it was kind of when I started to feel comfortable with these, and I just started speaking like more authentically. I wasn't like writing out scripts or like bullet points at that point anymore, and I was just saying what I was feeling, which I talked about in my reflection because I like went in the course wanting to like learn how to talk about film properly, but it really is just about emotion. I think I really captured that with this reflection on Funny Games.
What could they be hiding?
I have my suspicions, but I can't talk here. Not right now. They're listening.
This is another one I made when I was feeling silly. Yeah, I was just having fun at work with my coworkers. I mean, there's so much with those 2 movies. Those are some of my favorites. But I felt like I couldn't tap on into like any specific things that I could think of like connecting the movies or anything, and so I just kind of came up with the idea and we just kind of went from there. And doing this one made me wish that I had done more like film-y, like making my own little things, like skits and stuff. But I don't know anything about film, so.
What's that word called?
Gendama.
No! What's the, this song, the French word?
79? That means 79 in French.
What's that word? The
It's on the list.
Mise en scène!
The mise en scène.
Mise en scène.
Have you guys done the final?
yeah, I didn't do that.
Wait, outtakes, guys, bloopers.
Right. No, this will
Wait,
come
can
in
I
handy
just
for the
sit
final.
here
And this
and
will come in handy for the final.